Quite a situation to tell you about. A dozen protesters, some carrying guns and rifles, turned out to show their opposition to construction of a new mosque just east of Atlanta. Those protesters forced the Board of Commissioners to cancel a meeting to discuss the issue. Christian De La Rosa from our affiliate WGCL reports now from Covington, Georgia.
Standing with their rifles.
This is a custom-built AR-15
and handguns.
It's all right.
They came to protest the Muslim community's plans to build a mosque in Newton County.
They have a right to do it, but we have a right to question. We have a right to object if we like.
Hundreds objected at this county commission meeting a few weeks ago, citing fears of homegrown terrorism. Tuesday night, officials were supposed to vote in favor of allowing the Muslim community move forward with the mosque, but the vote was canceled following a social media video they say promoted armed violence. Did you say in the video?
Well, in the video, I constantly referred to the proposed Islamic compound as being a possible training ground for terrorism. And,
Chris Hill took down the video from his Facebook. He organized the protest along with members of his militia group called the 3% Security Force. They say they stand and train to exercise their right to bear arms.
But some would say the same right you have to bear your arms is the same right they have to exercise their religion.
Well, here's the difference. Islam is actively working not to assimilate against our First Amendment.
I'm not against freedom of religion, but I have to, as an individual, question what is really religious.
Across the street, a smaller group stood in support of the Muslim community.
I think that there are laws in place in Islam protecting religious freedom, and in order for my freedoms as a Christian to be protected.
The bad news is that a small group of anti-Muslim extremists scared a government agency into canceling a public meeting. That sends a very dangerous message to the rest of the state.
Edward Mitchell is spokesperson for the Council on American-Islamic Relations, who's advocating for the new mosque.
I do not blame the people of Newton County for having concerns about a mosque in their neighborhood. If I was not a Muslim and I did not have any Muslim friends and all I knew about Islam was what I saw on the evening news at night, I might not want a mosque in my backyard either. But we expect our leaders to educate people, not to fan the flames of public hysteria.
So there was no violence at the protest. The Newton County manager said they, in fact, canceled the meeting because they were worried about the safety of their citizens and the protesters.